Okay, so for today's video is mako-configure tayo ng CDP dito sa Cisco Packet Tracer. So meron tayong ditong apat na end devices, which is itong mga PC1, PC2, PC3, and PC0. Then meron tayo ditong apat na Cisco devices, which is dalawang switches, ito switch 1, switch 2, and then dalawang router, which is ito yung router 1 and then yung router 2. So, gawin natin yung mga tasks dito. So, meron tayong 6 na tasks. Okay, so number 1, use CDP to identify which interfaces are used to connect the routers and switches. Okay, so, unahin natin tong switch 1. So, identify daw natin kung ano yung interfaces na ginamit sa pag-connect ng routers and switches. So, unahin natin tong switch 1. Okay, punta tayo sa CLI. Enable natin. Then, para makita natin is type natin sh cdp neighbors. Okay. So, makikita natin dito na ang nakakonect doon sa ating switch 1 is yung router 1. Device ID is router 1. Local interface is fast ethernet 01. Hold time. Capabilities are, which is router. Platform PT1000. Port ID is fast ethernet 00. Okay, so next naman is dito tayo sa router 1. CLI. Enable SHCDP neighbors. Okay, so makikita natin dito na dalawa ang nakakonekta sa ating router 1, which is yung switch 1 and then yung ating router 2. Yung switch 1 is local interface is fast ethernet 00, and then capability S, which is switch platform 2960, port ID fast ethernet 01. Then yung R2, local interface is serial 20, capabilities R, platform is PT1000, and port ID is serial 20. Okay, next naman tayo dito sa router 2. SHCDP neighbors. Okay, so tulad sa router 1, dalawa yung nakita natin. Dalawa din dito sa ating router 2, which is yung switch 2 and then yung R1. Okay, so dalawa yung nakakonected sa ating router 2. Yung switch 2 is local interface niya is fast ethernet 00, capability is switch, platforms 2960, port ID is fast ethernet 01. Then yung R1 natin is serial 20, ang local interface niya, capability R, which is router, and then platform PT1000, and port ID is serial 20. And next is the ating switch 2. CLI, enable SHCDP neighbors. Okay, so makikita natin dito na isa lang yung nakakonect dito sa ating switch 2, which is yung router 2. Ang local interface is fast ethernet 01 and capability R, which is router, platform PT1000, port ID fast ethernet 00. So kung makikita natin, ang nakakonect doon sa switch 1 kung bakit hindi nakikita sa mga switches itong mga PC1. Okay, kasi itong mga PC is mga end devices to. Hindi siya katulad ng mga Cisco devices na kung saan default yung default na naka-enable yung CDP nila. Itong mga PC kasi is there are no CDP capability. Kumbaga hindi sila nagbabato ng CDP packets papuntang switches, kaya hindi natin nakikita yung mga PC dito sa ating switch 1, kundi yung router lang ang ating nakikita dito. Then, ang CDP is para lang ito sa mga Cisco devices. Okay. Yan. Number 2 is determine which side of the serial connection between R1 and R2 is DCE and which is DTE. Set a clock rate of 64 kilobytes on DCE side. Okay, so dito tayo titingin sa dalawang router na to kung sino yung DCE and kung sino yung DTE. Okay, unahin natin tong router 1. Okay, pag sa pagtingin kung kung DC or DTE ang isang router is, ang i-type natin is SH controllers, then yung serial which is S20. Ayan. So makikita natin dito sa may pangalawang line, ito, DCE version 35 clock rate, ay DCE V35 clock rate, and then clock rate niya is 2 million. Okay, so itong router 1 is DCE. And tingnan natin kung ano itong R2. SH controllers S20. Yan. So makikita natin dito na DTE itong ating router 2. So ang ang DCE is itong ating router 1. And then set a clock rate of 64 kilobits per seconds on the DCE side. So iset natin yung clock rate ng ating R1. Okay, so sa pag-set ng clock rate is FT muna natin. Sa configure terminal, and then interface S20. So natin yung serial 20, and then type natin clock rate. Type natin yung clock rate question mark para makita natin yung mga speed bits per second dito. Okay, so meron tayo dito 1,200, yan pababa hanggang 4 million. So ang set nating kilobits per second is 64,000. So type lang lang dito 64,000 and then enter. Then tignan natin kung napalitan na yung ating clock rate dito sa ating R1. Then SH controllers S20. Okay, so makikita natin dito is napalitan na yung ating clock at yung clock rate ng ating R1 which is 64,000. Yan guys. Next is, what are the default CDP send and hold timers? Confirm this with a show command on one of the devices. So dito tayo sa R1. Okay, tignan natin kung ilang seconds or ano yung default CDP send and hold timers. Okay, so paano matignan natin? Type natin is SH CDP interface. Yan. Okay, so makikita natin dito na ang sending CDP packets is every 60 seconds and ang hold time is 180 seconds. And then number 4 is disable CDP globally on router 1 and attempt to view CDP neighbors. Okay, so disable daw natin yung CDP globally sa ating router 1. Configure terminal. Pasok muna tayo dito. And then no CDP run. Okay, so sa command na to is madi-disable yung CDP ng ating router 1. Okay, so try natin mag-show ng neighbors natin. Neighbors. Ayan. Ang nakalagay dito is CDP is not enabled. So, naka-disable na yung CDP ng ating R1. So, try natin mag-attempt tayo to view CDP neighbors. Okay, dito tayo sa switch 1. Tignan natin kung makikita pa natin yung R1 kung magpapakita pa. See? SH CDP neighbors. Okay, so ang nakikita natin dito is yung R1. Ito yung kanina na nag-SH CDP neighbors tayo. Okay? So tandaan natin na kapag nag-SH CDP neighbors tayo, hindi basta-basta mawawala yung device na nakita natin dito sa switch 1 which is yung R1. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na hold time which is 180 seconds or 3 minutes. Kailangan mo nang matapos yung 3 minutes bago mawala yung device na nakakonect dito sa switch 1. So patapusin natin yung hold time. Tingnan natin kung ilang oras na yun or ilang seconds na lang yung hold time which is meron pang 96 seconds na lang. Okay, so hintay tayo guys. 96. Okay, so 86 na lang. So, kailangan natin magantay ng 3 minutes. Then, try ulit natin kung nakikita pa ba natin yung router 1. Okay. 72 seconds. Ito guys. Ito natin makikita yung oras ng hold time ng ating R1. Okay. Yan, 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 51 seconds. Medyo matagal ito guys. 48. Okay, so yan guys, nawala na yung R1. Then try ulit natin mag SHCDP neighbors nang naka-disable na yung R1 natin. Okay, so SHCDP neighbors. Okay, so hindi na siya nagpakita guys. And then dito number 5 is enable CDP globally on R1 and immediately view CDP neighbors again. Do switch 1 and R2 appear instantly. Okay, sorry sa background guys, kami aso. Okay, so mag-enable tayo dito na ating CDP dito sa router 1. Ayan, and then end natin. And then tignan natin tignan natin kung mag-a-appear agad yung switch 1 and R2 sa ating router 1. Okay. So yan guys. Okay, nag-appear siya instantly. So yan, switch 1 and R2. Okay, so number 5 is disable CDP on the switch interfaces connected to PCs. Okay, so ang gagawin natin dito sa task 6 is disable CDP on the switch interfaces connected to PCs. So, dito muna tayo sa switch 1. Okay. Then, connect tayo. Yan. And then, type natin int range F034. Okay. So, bakit nga ba tayo gumamit ng range? Ang gamit ng range is to configure multiple port interface. Okay. So, kukonfigure natin yung port ng PC1 ng PC2 doon sa ating switch 1. Okay. So, mag-no CDP run tayo. Okay. So, naka-disable na yung CDP natin doon sa port interface ng PC1 and PC2 natin, and then yung buong switch 1 natin. Why? Or bakit sinala natin yung mga port interface ng PC natin? Because ito yung isang dahilan na magiging way ng mga attackers to steal network information. And kung bakit close natin yung mga port is to lessen the risk of network reconnaissance and leak of information. That's why. Okay, dito tayo switch to. Dito, NFT. Int range F0 and 4. No CDP. Okay, then try natin mag CDP if maganda siya. So, yan, so CDP is not enabled. It means naka-disable na yung ating CDP dito sa switch 2, and then okay, CDP is not enabled dito rin sa ating switch 1. Okay, that's all for CDP part 1.